morning, y'all. My name is George. Thank you for coming to my channel. If you're new here, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Today's video, I'm going to talk about recognizing your ego. The ego is the part of us that we already know that gets very defensive and at times very emotional. And I'm gonna be real. There are days that people push us to not be our best selves. That we just wanna say or do things that may land us in jail or bring negative karmic consequences. Neither which are good. So how do we actually go about it? How do we go about our ego? Especially when someone pushes us to that level. For the most part, I say if you're gonna defend yourself in a way that is not, let's say, as aggressive. Let's say your boss is coming at you because productivity failed to meet the standard, even if it was by one. Or your significant other, possibly in my case, like a girl or stuff like that, came at me for not putting the toilet seat down. The best way to go about it is that recognize that they possibly had a bad day themselves. In your boss's case, it may not have been an intentionally to come at you the way he or she did, but also recognize that they may be under a lot of pressure. In your wife's case, or your significant others for that matter, recognize that he or she, whatever you're into, may have had a bad day at work, or she possibly, she's possibly tired of you telling you that. But whatever the reason is, keep your cool. Keep your cool. If you're gonna fight back, make sure that it's in a way that's calm and collected. I'm not telling you to back down. I am not telling you to keep your mouth shut in any which way, shape, or form. But if you're gonna come at it, make sure you are calm and collected yourself. If it means taking a walk, exercising, listening to your favorite music, riding, crying, or in my case, playing a violent video game, I'll be real. I'd much rather beat people up in video games than in real life because it has less legal consequences. But whatever the case may be, recognize that a lot of the times the way people treat you is a reflection of them, or possibly the pressure that's on them. You'll know because possibly in your boss's case, like in my case, I work with very cool people. So when I'm under pressure, you could tell they're a little bit serious. In your SO's case, significant others, you know them better than anybody else. And in your case, when you're venting or you're having a bad day, recognize that it's also the way you woke up. You're possibly naturally bubbly. And we're all human. We don't wake up to rainbows and unicorns and all that stuff every day. It's natural. But recognize that you possibly had a bad day or you just woke up. And that the person talking out of anger or even out of sadness is not the true you. It's really not. Possibly a wounded you. Possibly a broken you. But it's not the true you. Regardless of your dominant frequency, like in my case, my dominant frequency is very neutral. Very low vibrational, as you can tell by my videos. And I'll be honest, there are some times that my temper can get a little bit out of control, or I may over exaggerate on certain things. But recognize that it's your ego that's broken, not you. And sometimes the best way to go about it is let the ego heal. Again, cry, do whatever you gotta do. And sometimes I'll even say this, do it alone. Because sometimes the person or the environment you're around possibly wants to see you frustrated. Possibly your coworkers or possibly your family members are actually busting a nut to say it like that while you're being so reactive, like, yes, yes, we got to them. Keep it cool. And if it means you gotta back away or even cut people off, do it. I say this, mental health comes before anything else. Before you're willing to work with others, you gotta be willing to work with yourself. Before you even get the job or even the people you want in your life, you have to be right with yourself. Otherwise, it makes no sense. With that said, I pray that you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.